It is finally here, people. We finally get to see Urahara's Bankai at last. And I gotta say, out of one of my favorite characters, I think a lot of people can agree that Urahara is probably one of their favorites. Mine is, like, you know, next to him and Kyoraku, as you can kind of say, I like the kind of chill out, sly badasses on the scene. Like, I love the fact that we finally get to see it. After, like, how many years? Like, I think since this war started, like, that was one of the first major things I remember saying back and saying, better see Urahara's Bankai, we better see these motherfuckers going in, and we better be seeing like some crazy shit. So let's go and talk about that Bankai right now. This one's an actual doozy to pronounce, as we're just going to get straight into it, because fuck it, because that's what you all guys are here for, to talk about the Bankai. No one gives a fuck about all these powers and stuff like the death dealing and stuff like that. We're all here about the Bankai. And I'm going to pronounce it right now for you guys right now. I'm going to butcher it. You know, 10 like imaginary quid for all you guys, you know, betting on like if I'm going to fuck it up right. Yuayin Biraki Benihime Atarame. Which, holy shit, them some tig old biddies. Those are some tig old biddies indeed, when you see them fucking like... Honestly, this is the thing when we're talking about the actual Bankai itself and all that, because like, this is the thing that like with Urahara getting into the chapter itself, when he's talking about it, when he was like finding out with the death dealing that he was able to counteract the whole like changing a ratio, you know, 48 times per second, and the death dealing is able to like make him like his whole little thing is like able to like take away or kill something like an organ or something. He's like, well, I didn't want to do this to you, but it's like, I'm gonna have to do this, and just taking his fucking eyes, like it was just like nothing like that. It was just like completely fucking gone, and then just Urahara just signed like didn't want to do it. It's just like, and just brings out the bomb. Now here's the thing, like from what we've seen with like Benihime from already, because people already know like with Bankais and Shikais, especially since we've already seen what what he's done with like Shikai. Like we know that Benihime is like is able to fire projections, like he's able to fire that blast like he did with Ichigo. He's able to use his shields. He's also as well, from what we've seen, is like, if people really don't remember, like a lot of people like it was like for me as well, I thought it was like more of a fire type kind of like from what we saw with Zanpakuto, mainly because when he used it against Aizen, he kind of used that weird like kind of net around him and then made those really cool orbs, which, you know, reading the manga again, I was like, I always imagined like if like Urahara went into a Bankai, it would be kind of like a cloak, or it'd be kind of like a something to like emit fire or blood or something to red, but since it is just called the Crimson Princess, it's Shikai form. And then when we actually get to see what the Bankai is, mind you, we don't know exactly what it does yet. It kind of reminds me of like Mayuri's one in a way, where like, or like when we get to see like Komomaru's, Mayuri's, and definitely like as well Urahara, they're like the only ones that have like these big massive projections of things like shown into like their character and like kind of shown into it. It's like very interesting to see that, like, it's, you know, Komomaru's is a giant suit of armor, Mayuri's is a creepy green baby thing, and this one is just like, you know, the actual like Crimson Princess actually coming out itself with some, you know, massive, you know, knockers. I'm just saying, like, so I'm kind of curious, like, what is its specialty going to be, like, going on to that, since we already know a little bit about it, like it fires off projection, it can do shield. Like Benihime, from what we've seen in Shikai, is probably one of the more useful Shikai forms, like from what we've seen. But coming into the Bankai, there's a lot of things, because you know how they always, like, especially with Urahara, this like Bankai is probably insane. Like, it probably does some mad, crazy shit. And I've got to say, with Askin, with the whole death dealing, like taking over, it's like, okay, I can see that. And it's like, I know a lot of people being like, having a bit, like, you know, a bit of the thing with Bleach region is like, you know, someone always brings this shit out, and then someone tries to one him up, and then it was another one up. To be fair, I've noticed that, and on the bit, like, people know in this fucking channel, like, if you've been, like, watching my Bleach reviews for, like, years, or even just, like, seeing them for a while, you know I fucking moan about Bleach. I come out Bleach, I come out, like, One Piece, like, I come out a lot of fucking series if they ain't that decent, like, the weeks and all that. If they're a boring chapter, if there's bullshit, I'm gonna say in it, and I was like, honestly, I gotta say, like, out of Askin and all that, it's like, I'm enjoying him. I honestly am. Like, you know, even though I kind of went a bit, I don't like his design too much, and I still agree with that. Like, I don't like the Vault Standings design too much like that, but it's like, even still, he's putting up a fucking fight, and he's actually kind of making it interesting, and I was like, he's giving a whole long-winded explanation about the entire, like, the whole death dealing, like, kind of like the powers that he's gonna do. He's saying, yeah, you can't escape from my whole bitch. You can't do nothing. And just like Urahara's like, well, yeah, there you go. And it's like, this is like what you see. Like, I guess this is one thing, like, because people say, nah, Urahara's gonna wait till you watch, and it's like, remember that he was one of the war potentials because, like, no one could really get his agenda, no one could really, like, grab him down because, like, it's massive how fucking clever he is and the amount of shit that he's got up in that noggin. Yeah, well, I guess as well, he played a lot of this, like, Fools and all that. He played this like a goddamn fiddle. That was a terrible Metal Gear reference, but even still, keep with me on this one right here. Like, going throughout the entirety of this, and it's just like, oh yeah, did anyone expect him to go into Bankai against Asuka? Not really, there was only a few of us. I wanted him to go Bankai in this thing because I really want to see what the fuck he's going to do, and I'm like, this is the thing, is like, when you see kind of like the fan kind of art of what, like, people thought, like, Benihime would be like it was a cloak or stuff, or it was like a real weird, like, crystal kind of thing, like, that's kind of what I was actually expecting. I just really, like, I'm not like, oh, this is a weird, like, with Asuka, it's like, I'm not too sure on the design, I don't really like this. I'm just more bewildered. I'm like, okay, just, you know, some weird, like the embodiment of, like, you know, Benihime and stuff that's actually coming out, so I'm more curious. Like, that's the thing, I just want to know what it does. Like, that's the main thing out of it. It's like, you know what, he's just, like, coming out of that after Urahara decided to take it away. It's just like, you know what, fuck it. Fuck you, Askin. Fuck you. How about this? Bankai. So there we go. It's like, it's just showing off, and it's like, can we see, like, please, I know we are probably going to get it next week and all that, but I swear to God, I will lose my fucking mind. I swear to God, if I see, like, if they, like, go, oh, by the way, this is my Bankai, by the way, let's cut off to someone else, like, let's cut off to Chad and Ganju fighting fucking, I swear to God, if I see those crusty motherfuckers, like, cut off to, like, I don't want to see Chad or, like, Ganju or, like, even Ichigo for that fact, like, just show me the Bankai, show me Askin, show me the conclusion of this fight, show me the powers, I'm okay. it's just a simple fact, like, I've been excited for this for a very long while. I love Urahara. Urahara's a great character, and it's just like, well, we can have a 5-star Urahara now on Brave Souls, because, you know, just give him the Bankai, just update it right now, get that, I'll put a lot of money, because, you know, Urahara's a fucking shit. I think, like, a lot of people, like, that's the thing, no one can really knock Urahara, and it's like, I'm just hoping this fight to be turning out really good, because, like, Urahara hasn't really had a fight in the series like that, apart from Aizen, like, apart from that, and he got bopped, kind of, even though he played him like a fool at the end, like that, but it's like, even still, it's like, he had to have Ichigo's, like, weaken him at that part. It's like, let's see him, like, do what he good, because, you know, he trolled Jami, he completely fucking bopped him, and we got to see this as well. It's like, you know, Urahara's not had that many fights in the series, and I want him to have a real good fight in this one, so I'm like, please, let this Bankai be fucking epic, let it be epic. I mean, so far, it's got tits on it. That's all I can really say about the Bankai. It's like, it's like the embodiment of the princess itself. And I believe, like, the actual full translation of it is like like a shrine princess, I believe it's supposed to be. So kind of curious to see what exactly it's going to be all about. Like, if it's going to be like kind of like with Kyoraku's one, where like Kyoraku's a little bit temperamental, like with it whole saying like, oh, it takes a while and it's a bit moody and shit like that. Maybe Benihime is kind of the same thing, or like he has to meet some certain requirements with Benihime. Like, who knows? Like, we don't even know. But that, honestly, I enjoyed this chapter. I'm more kind of confused. I am confused about the designs. Like, really not what I was expecting out of this Bankai. Like, I really wasn't expecting like this shit, like the one, unless it's like, it's just like the spiritual like pressure that we kind of saw, like, you know, when we saw like with Kyoraku, we had the embodiment of, like, from what we saw of his like Shikar going into the Bankai. Could be something like that. Maybe it could transform into something. Who knows? Like, we don't even know. But it's like, I think that is the actual Bankai itself. I think it is a Shrine Prayer like princess, and it's like she just does some mad shit. Like, I think she might do some real crazy shit. I'm looking forward to it. Overall, I did really enjoy the chapter. I had a lot of fun with it going into it, and it's like, yeah, death dealing. Alright, he's doing a lot of death dealing right now, but it's like, let's see what he can come up with. You know, definitely, I think it was an 8. I thought it was a great chapter, honestly. I had a lot of fun reading it. Like, I know some people may be mixed about it, but that's the thing, I'm like, just show me that Bankai. Just show me what the fuck that Bankai has done. It's like, I've been waiting for years for this, and it's like, I've heard the words. Like, just hearing the words Urahara Bankai, just like, oh. So it's just like, oh, there we go. Release right now from my body, just fill with jizz. Like, just come right there. Like, it's like, Honestly, that's all from me, so thank you very much for watching. As always, like the video, hit the like, it really helps and supports me, and even subscribe as well if you're new here, you know, for more updates on the videos and all that. Really appreciate it. That's all from me, so thank you much for watching as always, and I'll catch you guys.